Hi! In this video we are going to demonstrate how to use the service tool with the Coloreel unit and everything you need to know for everyday use. First, to connect the service tool to the Coloreel unit, it must be turned on and connected to a local area network. To log in, we need its IP address, and this we can find by opening the setting panel and looking into the network tab. Make a note of the service tool address, and now we'll use it to connect to our PC. So here we are at our computer, which we will connect to the Coloreel unit using a web browser. In the address bar, type in the service tool address we made a note of earlier. If we enter the IP address correctly, we will see the login page. Next, in the two fields, enter your username and password. And now you're connected. Now that we are in the service tool, there are many things we can do. But in this video, we will just concentrate on the things you need to know for everyday use. And to help Coloreel support diagnose any problems you have with the unit if you need to contact them. Before you start using the Coloreel unit, there are a couple of things you should always check. At the top of the screen there is a notification button that tells you about any warnings or errors on the Coloreel unit. It is also useful to know that any notifications that appear on the unit are also mirrored in the notifications. Also, if you see an error with a red screen, checking the notification will give you information that you can pass on to the Coloreel support if you need help. If any of the ink cartridges are getting low, you will also see a warning notification at the top of the screen, and at any time you can check the ink status from the Levels tab at the side of the screen. Right, let's upload an embroidery from our computer to the Coloreel unit and print it. Move the mouse to the panel on the left side of your browser and click Local Files. Then choose the Embroideries tab. And in here you will see all the designs that have been uploaded to the Coloreel unit. If we want, we can delete any of the files by pressing the Delete button. But now let's click Upload, and from the Coloreel Studio directory on my computer, I'm going to choose a design. Wait a moment, and you will see it appear in the list. If we want, we can walk over to the Coloreel unit, select this file and start printing from there. But instead we are going to start it from here in the service tool. To start the printing process, the first thing we need to do is warm up the Coloreel unit. And we do that by pressing the button on the top of the screen for Start Preparing. Once the Coloreel unit has warmed up, look in your list of designs for the one you want to embroider and press the button for print. Once you press print, your Coloreel unit will immediately start preparing and go directly to the Pulse thread screen, ready for you to make the final touches to start printing. An extra feature you get when printing from the service tool is the ability to print multiple designs in sequence using the print queue. This works best when you have different colored versions of the same design that all use the same DST file. For example, here we have a football player which has been colored for different teams. To add a design to the print queue, rather than pressing print button, press the Q button next to each of the footballers. And now when we open the drop-down menu at the top of the screen, we will see all the files queued ready to print. And once the color unit has finished heating up, we can start the queue by pressing this button marked Start Queue. When using the print queue on the Coloreel unit, make sure you have the correct DST file loaded on your embroidery machine before you start. Load your first hoop, pull the thread and start embroidering. When each design is finished, replace the hoop and press the Next Job in the service tool. After pressing this button, the Coloreel unit will go directly to the Pull Thread screen for your next design. You can customize your Coloreel unit by creating a custom start marker, which can be useful when working with different colors. To find this option, click Start Marker on the left side of the screen. And here you will see the design for the current start marker. To change it, press Edit. And here you will see the list of the RGB colors that make up the different segments of the start marker, together with their length. If I want to adjust an existing color, I can change the RGB values and make the segments longer or smaller by changing the length. If I want to delete a segment, press the trash can on the right. So let's clear all the sections and quickly make a new one. To add a new color section, either enter the values for the red, green and blue, or use the color picker. I'm going to quickly make one with different colors and length just to show you how it works. Now press Save, and now we have our custom start marker. Then, if I decide I don't like my start marker after all, I can revert it by pressing the Reset button. If you have a problem with the Coloreel unit, there are some things that you can do that will help our support technicians to solve the problem. You can get the information about the software running on your Coloreel unit by looking into the Software tab. You can download the log files from the Coloreel unit to your computer, which can be sent to support if requested. By looking into the local files, opening the log tab and pressing Download all logs. You can also download the config file by looking in Settings and pressing the button for Download Modified. If support asks you to send the files, they will recommend you to use WeTransfer.